Headbangers, what's up? We're here in Brooklyn, New York at Zulie's Palace for an edition of Turn the Page. We have news updates, tour updates, and everything in between so you can find out what's going on in our music. Let's get this show rolling. Black Sabbath have announced that their brand new studio album is called 13 and is going to be available this June instead of April as previously announced. They have also informed the public that Brad Wilk from Rage Against the Machine is going to be recording drums with the band during the entire recording process instead of Bill Ward. In other Black Sabbath news, the Osbournes had a small house fire earlier this week. Thankfully, everybody's okay. What happened? Well, Sharon likes to leave candles on overnight, and it backfired on her after many years, and there was a small fire in the living room. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. The only quote-unquote funny image is that Ozzy lost his eyebrows trying to put the fire out. So that's a pretty funny image. We have some sad news to inform you. Former Lacuna Coil guitarist and current Cayne guitarist Claudio Leo passed away earlier this week due to a long-term disease. We want to extend our condolences to everybody in his family, his friends, and all the bands, and of course, all the fans that love this guy. Rest in peace, my brother. Alice in Chains have premiered a brand new video for the song called Hollow, which is part of their new album, which is going to be coming out later this year. They're announcing that they're going to be on the road very soon, and I'll tell you more about it in a minute, so don't go anywhere. Let's turn the page for now. As many of you know, Anthrax was very busy last year promoting worship music, which, by the way, is nominated for a Grammy, so make sure you vote. And while they were on the road, they decided to recreate a lot of their favorite band's songs in a covers EP called Anthems. It's going to be out on March 19th in North America and March 22nd in Europe. Make sure you check it out. And by the way, they're going to be headlining the Metal Alliance Tour, and it's already selling out, so pick up your tickets as soon as possible. Former Metallica bassist Jason Newsted has a new music video for his song called Soldierhead, which is part of his EP properly entitled Metal, and it's out right now. Make sure you pick it up. Earlier this week, Zakk Wylde from Black Label Society turned 46, so happy birthday to Sack Attack. Last week, we told you that Rob Cajano from Anthrax was leaving the band. We're all wondering, hey, why is he leaving the band? Well, he's going to be producing the new Volbeat album. He's already in the studio with the guys, laying down some music, so badass. I cannot wait to hear what Cajano does with Volbeat. Trivium have announced that they have entered the studio to record their sixth studio album, which will be out later this year. And guess who's producing it? None other than David Draymond from Disturbed. So I'm pretty stoked to see what Disturbed's David Draymond does with the guys from Trivium. They're already doing pre-production over in Florida. Let's turn the page. Alex Skolnick from Testament has a new book called From Geek to Guitar Hero. It's going to be coming out very soon all over the world. So make sure you check alexskolnick.com for all the details. By the way, Testament is going to be touring with Overkill, Platinum Jetsam, and Forearm. And the tour is going to be beginning on January 30th at the Fillmore in San Francisco. The mighty Gwar have a new song called Wheel of Punishment that is actually the intro song for the Dan Patrick Show. So if you're a football fan or a sports fan in general, make sure you check out the Dan Patrick Show and check out the intro song because it's Gwar. Suffocation have a new song called Cycles of Suffering right now streaming all over the internet. Their album Pinnacle Bellum is going to be out in mid-February. Make sure you pick it up. And hey, they have announced some North American tour dates, and I'm going to tell you more about it in just a little bit. Don't move. Watain have announced they're working on a new studio album that should be out sometime in August via Century Media Records. Earlier this week, Seven Horns, Seven Eyes announced that they had to pull from the Canadian tour with Annex Theory because of unforeseen circumstances. We don't know why, but apparently some financial problems within the band. We wish them all the best. On April 19th in Europe and on April 30th in North America, the mighty Amorphis is going to be releasing their 11th album, Circle. I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure many of you out there agree with me. Earth Crisis has inked a new record deal with Candlelight Records, and they're going to be recording a new album sometime in June. Norway's Darkthrone have a new song called Live Not Cross Unturned, which is part of their album entitled The Underground Resistance, which is going to be out via Peaceville Records on February 26th. Let's turn the page. Before we get out of here and bring you some tour updates, Voivod is currently streaming their brand new album entitled Targeted Earth, which is going to be out this Tuesday in North America and the rest of the world. It kicks ass. Make sure you check it out. Right now, let's go check out what's going on in the tour world. It's time for some tour updates here on Turn the Page. Last year, we informed you that Green Day had to cancel a bunch of tour dates because Billy Joel had to go to rehab. good news is that the shows have been rescheduled, at least most of them, and Billy Joe is out of rehab and ready to rock. Their new tour, because everything had to be rescheduled, is going to begin on March 28th in Chicago, Illinois. Soulfly have announced that the first tour of 2013 is going to begin on Valentine's Day in San Diego, California. By the way, we're going to be giving away 4 tickets to some lucky guys or gals, so make sure you stay tuned to Hornsop Rocks. I told you that Alice in Chains is coming for you guys, at least some of us, some lucky ones, not all of us. But they have announced a U.S. tour that's going to kick off on April 25th at the Fillmore in Miami, Florida. Tickets are available right now. Pick them up. Let's turn the page. History is going to be made this year when Cold Chamber returns to the U.S. after 10 years of silence, and they're bringing with them none other than Lacuna Coil and Sevendust. The Deftones, who are going to be kicking off their tour on March 4th in Rochester, New York on the Main Street Armory, have announced they're going to bring with them Periphery. Congrats to the guys from Periphery. They definitely deserve that tour. The Download Festival is getting better and better. 30 more bands were announced this week, including Alice in Chains, Motörhead, Down, Mastodon, UFO, Stone Sour, Cold Chamber, Five Finger Death Punch, and many, many more. If you're going to go there, you're lucky. If you're planning on going, pick up your tickets now. Are you watching this from Italy? Well, I got good news for you. System of a Down is returning to Italy after many years, and they're going to bring with them none other than Lacuna Coil. The show is going to happen on August 27th in Milan, Italy. If you're going to be there, you're very lucky. Make sure you enjoy it. Please, please enjoy it. But again, August 27th, System of a Down and Lacuna Coil in Italy. Before I told you that Suffocation has a new album called Pinnacle of Bedlam coming out, and of course they're going to be supporting it via a lot of touring. They have announced they're going to be on the road in North America starting on April 3rd all the way to April 28th. You heard it here first. April 3rd to April 28th, they're going to be all over North America bringing you their brand new album Pinnacle of Bedlam. Right now we're going to get out of here because Zulie's Palace has to go to sleep sometime here in the city that never stops sleeping but rocks all the time. We are gonna go take a nap.